Hello guys, Axel once again, and this is gonna be part of my special E3 2014 preview or prologue. And this one I'll be talking about that what basically I hope, I wish, or hope for Nintendo to improve, in my opinion. I mean, I know they're probably gonna announce some, not just beside games on their digital event, but hopefully they'll also talk about new updates for not only the 3DS and also for the Wii U. So this one for me is gonna be, uh, let's see, I either go with some. It's just gonna be like a bullet list. It's gonna be something that I hope and I wish that Nintendo could improve in this. So here we go. List of things that hopefully for Nintendo to improve their system, whether the 3DS or the Wii U. So one of them is, this is a very common thing, and everybody wishes for this, is a robust unified account. So basically, I had talked this before with a response to Alex on his 3DS problem. Like I said before, attach all the game to an account, not to the hardware. Because if the hardware comes up, there's a problem, whether it gets destroyed or you lose it or you sell it, and you have no way to transferring it, you're out of luck. So, most common thing is robust unified account. And hopefully they should announce this at E3 2014. That finally we're going to improve the account. Now it's going to attach to a name. So if I just log in with my account to any system, whether it's the 3DS or the Wii U, then I can just download it from the list, like the PlayStation Network system. So that's one of them. Second one, online. Thank you. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS and or Mario Kart 8 will have online. Finally, you're embracing online. You should be doing this for other games such as Pikmin 3, Super Mario 3D World, and what else? Or some other games. I don't know. But yeah, embrace online. The idea of, going, play together with family and friends, that couch co-op is done. Nintendo, that's in the 90s, that's done. So hopefully in the future when you make more games, especially Nintendo games, you'll implement online if it's needed. So I mean, not all games needed online, but such as Super Mario 3D World, which is a four-player thing, it should have an online. Why not? So hopefully you get a better online. And so another thing I wish Nintendo would show, hopefully in E3, again I don't know, is new IP. I remember last year Shigeru Miyamoto said, yeah, after Mario Kart 8, that he'll introduce a new IP. That he's actually working on a new IP. As of now, I don't really care what it is, what kind of genre it is. I just want something new. No more of this bringing back new sequels. Kind of like what you did in E3 2013. Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros. Yeah, they're good, but it's just the same. And you're making again another Mario Brothers game. I mean, that's great, but sometimes you gotta do some other ones. I know they sell well. Unfortunately, Super Mario 3D World didn't really sell good, from what I heard. But such as bring back F-Zero, Star Fox, Metroid, or Advance War. Some of those older IP, bring them back. So that's one of the things I hope. And another one that I hope Nintendo really embraces, and this is, I guarantee you, It will work. It will sell. People will willingly to throw more money in. Virtual console cross-buy. Sony's already been doing it. They've done it since 2012. PlayStation also Battle Royale. They did it. If you bought the PS3 version, you get the Vita for free. Sly Cooper, uh, the latest one, and Ratchet and Clank up the what is it? The Ratchet and Clank Tower Defense. It was cross-buy, and it makes it worth more in your buck. People are willing to buy that. They love that. I mean, it makes sense. Why do we have to pay Virtual Console 3DS version, Virtual Console Wii U version, or Virtual Console Wii version? To me, what I see there is, it's like, you just really need money. You're so desperate for money, you'll do anything for money. Cross-buy. Like I said I think in a previous blog, is if you really don't want to give them like a lower value, have a discount for it. Say for Super Mario Bros. 3, for let's say instead of $10 since $4.99 each, pay for $8, $7 or $8 for both versions, the Wii U and 3DS. Cross-buy. Embrace cross-buy. Look at what Sony's doing. Heck, they're still doing it as of right now. A lot of indie title, or I take that back, PSN games. We shall call them PSN games now. They got cross-buy. Hotline Miami, Heat, Thomas's Loan, Lone Survivor. Some of those games, basically, I have are cross-buy. So that's good. Think about that, cross-buy. I hope Nintendo embrace cross-buy. If they do cross-buy in Virtual Console, I can guarantee it. More people will willing to buy Virtual Console game. Oh my goodness. So I guarantee it. I talked to a lot of people about this, and yeah, they agree. Virtual Console cross-buy is a good thing. Alright, moving on. The next one I hope Nintendo do embrace, and hopefully they should do this, and I know they probably won't, and I did ask a lot of people about this, is a system-based achievement. Sony with their trophy system, Microsoft with their achievement system, some sort of system-based achievement for your games. And once again, I said this before, but I'll say it again, is the reason why some people don't buy third-party games on the Wii U, because the lack of achievements. Not only because the game is inferior, but there's no achievements. Some people buy games because of achievements. So, if the game doesn't have achievement, they're not going to buy it. Why would they? So, again, think about it, Nintendo. Finally, in the 3DS and the Wii U, put some system-based achievement. You know, not everyone wants to explore the game. They just want to get achievement and brag about it. Oh my goodness. I know you have your own way, but a lot of time, as what Alex said, it's just best to borrow someone's wheel rather than reinventing the wheel, because sometimes it doesn't work. So, alright, another thing I wish Nintendo would do, but this is really a long shot, is I hope I wish Nintendo would embrace compilation, a collection of games. Imagine make a Wii U of NES collection on one Wii U disc, but don't make it expensive. $20 for a mixture of NES game for Virtual Console. People will buy that. Like for $20, $30, they'll buy it. You gotta embrace compilation, collection. People always wanted this, and I know for a fact there was a problem. Even Iwata, I think, even said that he didn't want to do that with their retro titles, their legacy collection, because they feel like, oh, it's gonna devalue the games, which is not. So hopefully compilations, you basically embrace compilation. So another thing that I hope Nintendo do something about this, again another long shot, is boy. Mm, give me a sec. I'm back. Uh, Another thing hope Nintendo would consider doing is a premium subscription package. Microsoft with their gold account, PlayStation with their PlayStation Plus account. So Nintendo, why not have like some sort of golden account or something? You know, give incentive for people to be a premium. Like offer them something. Say they get one free game per month, whether it's a virtual console or anything downloadable. So again, from there, think about that like some sort of premium subscription. I think people will buy that. All right, what else I can think of about Nintendo? Hopefully for improvement. Well, third party, but sadly enough for me, it's just me personally. I really don't care about third party on Nintendo. I mean, they should if they want to compete with the gaming industry. But for me, very personally, I just see them as a secondary console. So, I mean, I hope you do have any ideas and plans to get third party back into the Wii U. So, good luck with that. We'll see what happens with that one. And I had this in my head, but it went blank. Oh boy, what else Nintendo needs improvement in? Bring back Rob the Robot? Yeah, I don't know. It was an interesting peripheral for the NES, but I don't think that's really, I don't think that's really unique. Yeah, imagine Rob the Robot. Wow, that was actually interesting. Gyromite and Stack Up. I did Gyromite as a Megamix game showcase. Oh boy. Excuse me. Yeah, it was interesting, the peripheral, but not really a big deal. Oh, speaking of Virtual Console, what about your arcade Virtual Console? I know for a fact Nintendo did make some arcade version of those NES games. Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Jr., Radar Scope, anyone? What happened to those? I mean, heck, you can see my Virtual Console, or excuse me, my Megamix showcase on Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers, the arcade edition. So, yeah, well, what after that? Think about it. You get out of this collection in your belt, but you're not executing them, and you're hurting yourself. That's the problem. And speaking of hurting yourself, another thing I hope Nintendo should really do at this point on is more price drop. Yes, for $300, I think that's already good, but I think it's time once again to do another price drop. They're not selling. You have to slash your forecast for your Wii U plan from 9 million to 2.8. Really, Iwata, 9 million? Boy, you must be really just stayed on 1998 or 2001. Oh boy. So again, once again another price drop, and that's another thing. Another thing that bothered me is, and if you just heard, there's a new Market A bundle. and it's going to be 329. Okay, well, at least it's not 349. 329, but what's the $30 for? The Wiimote? Couldn't just slap that Wiimote there for free? You have to add it $30 more for the Wiimote? Oh boy, so, so now we know that if you put in a major accessory on the Wii U package, you have to raise the price. My goodness, really? Yeah, and if I'm sounding like salty and ranty, I do apologize. And I know it's supposed to be how to improve Nintendo, but sometimes when I think about this, it's just to some extent I get a bit agitated, and I know I do apologize for it. So I'll try stopping to be agitated now. Maybe there's a lot more things I can think of how Nintendo can improve. So what else Nintendo can improve? Let's see. Well, consider putting DS games and GBA Virtual Console on the 3DS. What's holding you back? That's another thing I don't understand. Seriously, I hope that you do mention a lot of these surprises on E3. Since you're not going to do a lot of conference, I hope this digital event is worth watching. Let's just see what happens. But, oh boy. Man, and I thought the Nintendo Wii U would be surefire that you're going back to the hardcore, but all it did was, it just made it worse. You confused a lot of consumers, and didn't have enough games, and that's unfortunate. So hopefully a lot of this becomes fruition, but I kind of doubt it. But we'll see in E3 when June 10th comes, 9 a.m. Pacific. They show what they're gonna offer: new updates, new games, improvement, at least for the Wii U and the 3DS. And here's another thing. And for Nintendo, I don't recommend you doing this. If you ever introduce a new console for this E3 or even next year, there is going to be a problem. And I think I already said this before in a previous blog. And I think I mentioned about Review Tech USA's idea, basically the idea that it's a horrible idea to just dump the Wii U and bring it to a new console. So that's another thing. My last thing is don't introduce a new console until probably 2016. Then by then it'll be close to 5 years, and then you can just dump that thing. But if you do it before that, you're gonna have a problem with a lot of people because, boy, right now, people who grew up who support Nintendo, including me, we feel like sort of betrayed because of your business tactic. It's just not working, and it frustrates everyone. So, well, I know there's more about it. If it pops in my head, I'll probably just write it on my website or do a follow-up. But those are some of my tips, and hopefully idea that Nintendo, hopefully, maybe a prediction, maybe it comes true, maybe not. We don't know. I don't know. But hopefully it does, to improve Nintendo. But they're not out of the game. But right now, they are very, very last place. So I hope they can still turn it around. But will they ever catch up to play Sony or Microsoft? As of right now, I really can't see it. But maybe they can. You never know. But it's going to be a long, long journey for them. So Nintendo, good luck. Hopefully you put a really, really good show at June 10th on E3 2014. Well, That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, guys. Action once again. And this is going to be, I guess you could say, an extra that I forgot to mention on my main video or my main blog about Nintendo, like what improvements I think they should do. And this was actually more important, I think, in my opinion at least. So here we go. That I forgot to mention is in the main portion. So number one is you gotta make the Wii U and the 3DS. You gotta make them region free. It's 2014. The market have changed. It's not 1990, which well imports were supposedly bad that can hurt the business. Because I mean, as of right now, there's not a lot of people who does import, and also the reason that you should really do region free, people will support your console more because then someone can buy, they can play the game that chances are it's not going to come in America, and because of course a lot of business and legal issues that some games can't go to America. So that guy can just buy it from, let's say, Japan, and he can just play it on the Wii U. And the problem with this is why that the Wii U and the 3DS as of right now is still region locked is, well, I hate to say this, but it's Iwata's belief. The problem is his belief is that region free is not good for the consumer, which it really doesn't make sense. I mean, even Alex from Gamer Horizons said that it doesn't make sense. That, yeah, the reason our console's region locked because we're trying to protect our consumer and their business. And I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. So they gotta, I think they really consider making region free, and then more people will support your console. They'll buy the console, and then maybe they'll buy a game. Then they'll buy a game that they really want. The chances are not going to come in America, or vice versa. But still, the fact is, they still, they're still going to buy the Wii U. So I hope you do consider Nintendo about region free, making it region free. So, oh boy. So the second one is lower the price of their games. Right now, I think it is okay to sell their Wii U game for $60. I mean, Mario Kart 8 is going to be $60. But if you notice, if you go to Best Buy or Best Buy, their games are $5 off. Because nobody's buying their game. Because I have talked to some people, and one of the complaints they had about the Wii U was the games for the Wii U was too expensive. They were hoping to lower the price. So my suggestion is you got to lower the price at least by $10. Make your standard price into $50 rather than $60, because the problem is sooner or later you can't really sell your games for $60. As of right now, you probably still could, because even PS3 and PS4 games with the same game they're $60. But sooner or later, when most consumers are going to have PS4 or Xbox One, and to some extent Wii U, PS3 games and Xbox 360 games, they're going to probably lower their price. So again, hopefully you lower the price. Excuse me. Alright, I'm back. And like I said before, they have to consider lower the prices of their games by at least $10 as a standard price. And also another thing is different price from digital versus physical. And this is also another problem that basically Iwata's not seeing, and he basically said, oh, the reason that digital and physical games are supposed to be the same price, even you don't have the same content value, is we do not want to devalue the game. Again, another thing that doesn't make sense, how do you devalue a game if the price is a little bit lower? More people will buy it. So, I mean, I don't understand. And, oh my goodness. So, like I said, hopefully they'll differentiate the difference between digital and physical. At least $5 different because again, if you're buying physical, you get like I said a disc, an instruction manual, or some pamphlet, the the cover, and the case. Versus the digital, you don't have that. You just go put in the code, you download it, and it's on the Wii U. So hopefully they do really think about that. I hope that's another change that they'll consider. And and one last thing here is they got. I hope they consider re-releasing Wii games again. And the problem is the minute the Wii U was in the market, they stopped making Wii games, and that's understandable. But at least still make the games like or mass production some of the games like the games such as Xenoblade. My goodness, I mean they produced I don't know how much, and it was so limited that after a while they stopped. They didn't bother. Kind of unfortunate. Same goes with Fire Emblem and Kirby. I mean, heck, you've seen this game. If you go to Amazon, they're selling for more than $60. I mean, hopefully they'll reconsider re-releasing some of these Wii games as a Nintendo Select, or at least sell them in a lower price, like $30 or lower. It's a problem. I mean, this happened before also. When the Wii came out, I was waiting for the GameCube Mario Tennis Power Tennis. That never went down in price, and they stopped making production for the game, and you can't even get it unless you buy it used, and they were selling it for $44. I mean, granted, they did re-release it for the Wii as a new play control, but that's a different story. It's just not good. The waggling is not good with that game. Kind of disappointing, but that's not the point of this video about. So again, like I said, these are some of the most. At least it would be nice that Nintendo consider this. One, region free for the console and the 3DS. It would be nice. Lower the price, maybe not so much right now, but in the long run, sooner or later, you're gonna probably have to consider that. And different prices from digital and physical. People, to some extent, don't want to buy it digital because they just feel like they get more of their buck on the physical because it has more content, as in physical content. And hopefully they'll market it, since they're marketing the backwards compatible ability, market that more, and release some more Wii games. Bring back the old Nintendo Wii games. So hopefully you consider this, but again, let's just see what happened at June 10th at 9 a.m. when Nintendo does their digital event. So, let's just wait and see what happens. So, with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.